Tighten. Shit, I locked it. Hold on, guys.
Shit.
I just started my live stream. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, what's going on, fam? Sorry. Girl came back inside. I got to head to let her in. So for those of you guys just tuning in today, we're going to be talking. Steven, what's going on, brother? Happy fucking Friday, bro. Check-in day, baby. Happy Friday. See you, babe. So, guys, today on the live stream, on the podcast, we're going to be getting into 3 reasons why most of you are not consistent on your fitness journey. Evan, what's up, brother? Tony, what's up, brother? Happy fucking Friday, baby. For those of you guys that are my clients, it's check-in day. I sent all your check-ins out this morning. So you guys are making some really good progress in the program. Super fucking stoked for what's to come with these gains, baby. We're making fucking gains. We're setting goals. We're accomplishing goals. We're feeling good. We're thriving. It's fucking Friday, baby. So today, guys, we're going to be speaking, like I said, about the three reasons why, in most cases, you're not staying consistent on your fitness journey, right? So many of us, we start a journey. We start, working out. We start prepping our meals. And after 2 or 3 months, we fall off, right? And whether this is you, whether it's somebody you know, it happens to a lot of us. It's happened to me before. It's happened to my best clients. It's happened to family members, right? And I see it all the time. And these 3 things that I'm going to talk about today are 99% of the time why most people slack and most people aren't consistent with following through with their fitness journey. So if you guys are just tuning in, it's fucking Friday, first of all. So let's celebrate that. It's Friday. It's almost a weekend. For those of you guys just tuning in, I want you guys to tag somebody that maybe needs to hear this message today. So tag your friends, tag some people. I'm gonna pin the episode. So we're on episode 102 today, and we're gonna be talking about the 3 reasons you aren't consistent on your fitness journey. Bam. So we're going to pin this comment. For those of you guys just tuning in, let me know how you guys are doing today. How's your Friday? What's shaking up? What's going on? Let me hear from you guys. Let me see it in the comments. If you guys are ready for today's live and you're super fucking pumped for this one, I want to see some fire. There's some fire emojis in the comments below. Yes, Steven, bro, that's so funny you said that. It's plugged in, my laptop right now. I thought to myself today before I started, I said, I'm plugging this laptop in no matter how fully charged it is. I'm plugging in because that's happened twice now where I was live and it completely just died on me. Nancy, what's going on? Hope you're having the best day ever. For those of you guys just tuning in, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be here with me today. We're going to be talking about the 3 reasons why you or somebody you know most likely fails to be consistent on your fitness journey, on their or your fitness journey. And we're going to talk about these 3 things here in a couple minutes on the podcast. But those of you guys, Tony, I see you. Steven, I see you guys dropping some fire. I love to see it. Let's freaking go. That pumps me up. You guys are ready to hear this freaking podcast. I'm super stoked, super excited. Steven, like I don't know if you caught me saying this, but I sent out the check-ins this morning. So, yeah, man, everyone's making some really good progress in the program. I'm loving the environment. I'm loving this community. It seems as though everyone's really starting to kind of catch the vibe, catch the energy. And, the positivity, guys, is just so contagious. That's what I love about the Relentless Life program and community is I have 0 room, and I teach my clients we have 0 room for negativity here. There's no room for negative-ass thinking, negative-ass mindset, negative-ass talk. Like, you leave that shit at the door, right? Like, I sign you up. You come into this community. You do not speak any negative shit when you come into this community. It's all positive. We build each other up. We still talk about our problems, but we share how we can overcome those problems, some solutions. Yes, I love the tag, Steven. Brendan, get your ass here. Steven, Vinny, let's freaking go. I don't know if Vinny has a Instagram. He might though, Steven. I'm not sure if that's his handle. Anyways, so yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, like I said, tag some people who need to hear this discussion on why you are not consistent on your fitness journey. And we're going to get started here in a minute. So wait for some more people to drop in here. Drop some fire if you guys are having the best day ever. I'm having a great fucking Friday. Having a great day. I'm having the best day ever. I feel fucking amazing. Drop some fire. Say I'm having the best day of my entire life. I want to see it in the comments. Who's having the best day ever? I want to see it. Facebook, Instagram. We got some people in here. Who's having the best day of your entire life? Me. I am having the best day ever. I declared it last night before I went to sleep. I said, I'm going to have the best day ever today. I'm going to feel amazing. I'm going to get my shit done. I'm going to pack for Orlando. I'm going to get my client check-ins done. I'm going to do all my tasks I need to do on social media. I'm going to make some new posts. I declared it last night. I said I'm going to have a winning day, and I'm having a winning kick-ass day, and it's only quarter after 12, and we're going live. So, guys, I'm going to get this podcast kicked off. We're going to get started here. If you guys have any questions during any questions that you really want to be addressed during the duration of this podcast, I am going to really, really do my best to keep it short today just because I'm limited on time. But if you have any questions, I definitely recommend keeping them until the end. That way I can kind of, address those and I don't have to scroll up or anything. And I can just see them and address them at the very end once we stop recording. So once I end the podcast and I, kind of do my signing off thing that I usually do, that's when you guys will kind of go in the comments, write your questions, anything that you kind of want to talk about. I'll do a quick Q&A for about 5 minutes at the end. So that being said, guys, we're going to get started. We're going to be going live in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life podcast. I'm your host, Coach Chance, and damn it, I'm fired up for today's episode. We got episode 102 coming at you live on Instagram, on Facebook. If you guys are listening to the replay, make sure you guys hashtag replay. And I'm super stoked to be alive, guys. As I was just saying to everybody on live, I'm feeling abundant, guys. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like I'm thriving. The energy is picking up. The positive affirmations are starting to really take effect. I quit my full-time job 8 to 10 weeks ago, guys, and this has been the coolest thing that I've done in my entire life. Like, I literally just one day I woke up, I was part-time at a fitness studio, and then I was part-time at Galloway Roofing for sales 3 days a week. And I said, what am I doing? I'm driving from Port Charlotte all the way down to Naples. I need to just go all in on myself. I need to start my own business. I need to go online and just go all in and say, fuck it. And I did. And it's been the best decision I've made in my entire life. And I'm just so excited. It's episode 102. I'm able to go live every day because now I make the time for that. I make the time for you guys. I make the time for my business, and it just fires me up. So every day, Titan bad boy. My dog just tried to open the trash can. Come on, dude. No. Every day, guys, I'm fired up to be alive. Steven, bro, you get this energy. Brendan, if you're in here, bro, if you're listening to this on the replay or on the podcast, you get this energy. You guys are changing your fucking mindset. You're changing your mindset. And guys, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about consistency, right? And, that's one thing that we kind of teach in the Relentless Life program and community is consistency. Once you're consistent over 30, 60, 90 days, you start to build what we like to call momentum. And when you have that momentum factor, what's going on, love? Happy freaking Friday. Just saw you like 3 minutes ago. Hopefully you're not watching this while you're driving. But guys, momentum is huge when on a fitness journey. And once you start to build momentum, like what most people don't understand, like I said, we're going to talk about the 3 reasons today why most people lack the consistency on their fitness journey and wind up falling off. And we're going to talk about that today. And a lot of it has to do with once they're 2 or 3 months in, they really start to build momentum. They just don't see it yet. And then they quit, right? They start to get that momentum, but then they quit because they just can't see any physical progress, right? Like you're taking your pictures, you're doing your body fat percentages, and you're just not really seeing the needle move on the scale, and you get discouraged and you give up. And I'm going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about why most people lack that consistency on their fitness journey, and that's what's so powerful about this community is we have a brotherhood so that when you do have those feelings of doubt, when you do have that self negative talk, right, start to arise, you have brothers to depend on. You have other people to depend on that kind of hold you up, and you start to affirm positive thoughts rather than negative thoughts. So guys, the number one thing that I've noticed most people, because most people lack consistency, the number one reason is because they lose their why. You guys you're losing sight of your vision. You're losing sight of, well, why did I decide to start working out in the first place? Why did I decide to start eating healthier in the first place, right? Why did I decide to start listening to motivation and developing a morning routine in the first place? You guys forgot your why. Like, we all have a reason for breathing. If you're a parent, it's probably your kids. If you're somebody that has a lot of passion for helping the homeless, that's your why. If you're somebody who has a lot of passion for building and for creating new homes for people, that's your why. Like, you guys have to figure out what it is that makes you wake up every morning. Like, what is it that inspires you? And, to those of you out there that maybe don't have a reason or don't have a why, I really encourage you guys to try new shit. Go out and try new things, because eventually you're going to stumble across something that really grabs your attention and grabs your energy. And you're just going to feel so drawn to that field, to that career, to that hobby, whatever it is, that you want to do that every single day. And the gym, working out, prepping your meals, working on your mindset, working on your accountability will help you in every single way. It will help you in your relationship. It will help you in your profession, in your career, with whatever that you do in life, with your social life, like anything, trying to pick up somebody that you have a crush on, like if you're single and or if you're in a relationship and you just want to show up more for your partner, you want them to be happier, you want to show up more for them, you want to make more time for them. The gym is going to help you with that. The gym is going to give you the energy. It's going to give you that internal strength, that relentless strength that is needed to show up for them. And, that's the number one reason why most people lack consistency on their fitness journey and can't seem to stay consistent, is because they lose sight of their reason, they lose sight of their why. So that's number one. Number two, guys, is because you give up when you don't see immediate results. And I kind of spoke about that in the beginning, right? You give up when you don't see the scale move, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight. You don't see that needle move back or forth, right? One way or the other after 4, 8, 12 weeks. Or, Brian, what's going on, brother? Happy freaking Friday. Or, guys, you're taking progress pictures, right? And you don't see a notable difference, right? You take a picture on week 1 and then week 4, and you're like, well, I really don't see a change. Or week 1 and week 8, oh, I really don't see a change. But what you guys aren't realizing is it takes the body sometimes, and everybody's different, right? Everyone has a different case, but it takes the body time to catch up to what you're doing to it. Like if you've been eating a certain way for 15 years or 20 years, if you've been not really moving and you've been living a sedentary lifestyle, and you haven't been practicing certain habits and certain mindset rituals, you never had a morning routine, like it's going to take time for your body to catch up to that, for your mind to catch up to these new habits. So I strongly encourage you guys, if this is you, if you fall into this category where you give up before you really see results, I encourage you to keep going. That's where that relentless mindset comes into play. Is you have to know that you have to have grit. You have got to have grit when you embark on a fitness journey. Like, you have to understand, guys, it's not going to be easy. I strongly encourage everybody to start their fitness journey if they haven't already, but it's not going to be an easy thing, going through that journey. It's not going to be a linear progression. It's going to be something like this, right? You're going to do some constant dips, right? But over the long haul, you're going to start here, and then you're going to be here. But it's going to take a lot of this, of ups and downs to get to that final point, that final goal of where you want to be. And that's where a lot of people are lacking on their fitness journey. They expect to see a result in 6 weeks or in 8 weeks or even in 10 or 12 weeks. And, the reality of it is they're just not giving it enough time. They don't have the necessary patience needed to remain consistent. Like I said, guys, you have to wait for that momentum to start to build. In the beginning, it's like starting a business. Like, for instance, with me, guys, I just started my business. I've been an online coach for the last 3-4 years, but it's been in my part-time. I haven't been all in with it. So I've only been all in for the last 8 weeks. And, I'm signing clients, I'm bringing people on here and there, and like things are starting to make progress. But I need to understand that it's going to take 6 months, 8 months, a year for things to really start to grow and expand and flourish and blossom for me and for my clients, because it takes time. All the work I'm putting in today is going to be, I'm going to get to harvest those crops in 6, 8, 10 months. I'm not going to get to harvest the seeds I plant today, right? When I only planted them 6 weeks ago, I have to wait. I have to wait a long time to harvest those seeds. And eventually you're going to have a full-blown, 10-year, 15-year, say, of your fitness journey, of your business apple tree that's going to be so abundant with apples where you're going to be able to pluck fruit all the time, right? You're going to be feeling confident, feeling good. You're going to be hitting PRIs left and right. You're going to be educating yourself, and you're going to be able to build off of that educational platform to progress and to learn new ways on how to put on lean muscle mass, to learn new ways on how to drop that weight and hold that weight, right? And teach your body, this is the new you. This is the new me. And keep it there and maintain that. It takes time, guys. It takes a lot of patience to be consistent on your journey. So don't give up. For number 2, guys, don't give up when you don't see immediate results. So number 3, guys, so let's rehash. Number 1, the reason why you're not consistent is you lose your reason, you lose your why. That's number 1. That's why you're not consistent. You have no why. Number 2 is, for not being consistent, is you give up. You give up when you don't see immediate results, whether that's on the scale or whether that's, an InBody 520 scan or your progress pictures, you can't see a notable difference. That's number 2. You give up way too soon. Number 3, guys, is you don't have fucking goals. I'm so sick of you guys saying, oh, I've tried this, I've tried that, and I've done all this and I still can't gain weight. Well, do you have goals? And my next question would be, okay, you have goals. Say you want to get to 180 pounds, you have a goal. What are you doing? What action steps are you taking to actually make that goal become your reality? Like that's the third. That's why you're not consistent, is because you never set goals in the first place. Guys, we can't go somewhere when we're driving. I've used this analogy before. When we're driving a car, if we have a piece of cardboard blocking our front windshield and we're doing 50 miles an hour, what's the likelihood that we're going to actually make it to our destination, right? You're going to have bends in the road, and you're going to have, stoplights and stop signs and yield signs, right? School buses stopping, people crossing the road, jaywalks, right? Or crosswalks. You're going to have stuff that comes up, objections. And the same thing happens in your fitness journey. You have things that happen. You have hiccups. You get sick. You don't have energy. You're tired from work. You had to work an extra 2 hours. You have things that come up. But if you can't see where you're going, just like when you're driving, if you can't see where you're going, you're eventually going to get stopped on that journey. You're going to give up. You're going to fail. You're going to stop being consistent, and then eventually you've lost yourself again. You're back in phase A, in phase one, where you originally started 3 months ago. And that's why, guys, most people fail on their fitness journey. Most people aren't consistent. And I don't like to say you're failing because you tried and you learned probably something new, so that next time when you start, hopefully you don't make the same mistake. But that's the reason why you're not consistent. You say the first of the year, January 1st, new year, new me. I'm super fucking excited. I'm going to take my life back finally. And after 30 days, you guys are all fucking slumped. You guys are defeated. You let that inner bitch come out and tell you that you're no good, and you give up, and you fucking give up. And that's why, guys, for those three reasons, you lost your why and reason, you give up when you don't see results, and you have no goals. Straight up. I literally just gave you guys the reasons why most of you aren't successful and aren't consistent on your fitness journey. Let me see some fire in the comments if this is resonating with anybody today. Let me see who's receiving this message. If this was you, I want to see some fire in the comments. I want to see some me's. I want to see some fire. Let me know that you guys are receiving this message. Who's out there that's listening to this, that this might have been you before. Who needs to hear this message? Who's resonated with, well, shit, Chance, like, yeah, I was on a fitness journey before. I might be on a successful one now, but before, yeah, that is one of, not having a set goal, not having a reason or why or a vision, or, I didn't see immediate results. Like who feels that way? Who can raise their hand and say me? I can say that. I can sure as hell say that was me. There, for the longest time, I didn't have goals. For the longest time, I lost my why. I lost my reason for just living, not even just working out or being on a fitness journey, but just for living in general. Depressed, anxious, no confidence, insecure as fuck. And I gave up when I didn't see results. It's super discouraging when you guys are trying to accomplish something. You're putting in the work. You're sweating like a son of a bitch. You're working out 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. You're trying everything, right? You're doing cardio. You're eating 3,000 calories a day, and you can't figure out why you're not gaining weight. You can't figure out why you're not dropping that 20 pounds of belly fat. Have you checked your water? Have you checked your sleep? Have you checked, other habits? Are you meditating? Are you taking care of your mindset? Are you doing these, certain mindset rituals to hold you accountable, to keep your mind straight? Because, guys, if you're stressed out, I'm sorry to say it, there's no way that you guys are going to either lose weight if that's your goal or gain weight if that's your goal. If you're stressed. Stress is the number one killer of everything. Goals, people, moods, energy, jobs, careers, relationships. Stress kills everything. Everything. Steven, my man, I see you, bro. I see you. Yes, it fucking kills everything, guys. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I'm going to end this podcast. So just to recap, guys, what we spoke about today. The 3 reasons why 99% of the time most people lack to be consistent on their fitness journey and eventually give up is, number 1, they lose their why. They lose their reason, right? They lose sight of why they're actually doing it in the first place. Number 2 is they give up when they don't see immediate results, when they don't see immediate change. When that needle on the scale doesn't move, or when their body fat doesn't really improve, or, they're just not feeling like they're making any significant progress in their progress pictures. And then number 3, they don't have goals. You guys don't have goals. Like, you have to set goals. And even beyond that is you need to be accountable with those goals. Every day you need to check in with yourself, right? Like Steven, I check in with you guys every single week in our weekly client check-ins. There's a reason why I do that. Because if so much time goes by and you don't check in on your goals, you don't check in on where you're at, on your meals, on your workouts, how's everything going, how's your mindset, how's your energy, how's your mood, things change over time. And eventually, guys, you'll get discouraged. It's human nature to get discouraged and to start to let that self-doubt creep in. And we give up and we lose that consistency, right? When we don't have those goals and we don't check in on those goals. So those three things, guys, if you struggled for a long time with putting on the muscle mass, with losing fat, with toning up, whatever, shredding up, whatever you guys want to call it, anything, any goals that you guys maybe want to accomplish, those three reasons are most likely why you haven't been able to stick, on your journey. You haven't been able to remain consistent. So I hope that this message helped somebody today. If you guys related with this, I would really love to hear from you. I love hearing from you guys after doing these live streams, after doing these podcasts. Much love, much respect to those of you guys that showed up today. You're showing up for yourself. Every day we speak about something different here, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. on the lives, on the podcast, and you guys are showing up for yourself. So you got to be really proud of yourself for doing it. And that's the first step, is self-awareness, self-education, and making a change and making improvement in your life. So if you guys enjoyed this episode and you want to leave a review, make sure you guys click on either Spotify or the Apple Podcast app. Click on the Relentless Life with Chance Galloway. Scroll all the way down where it says ratings and reviews. And if you guys want, leave a review. That way we can kind of get this message to more people than we already do. So thank you guys. Much love, much respect. Have the best day ever. We'll talk Monday. Let's go. Peace. Good podcast, baby. Happy Friday. That was a sick freaking episode. I love talking about fitness journey. I love talking about stuff like this, guys, because it's all practical. Everyone has been here. Everyone's been going through struggle. We've all been there, man. I mean, like I said, I say this all the time, guys. I've struggled from anxiety. I've struggled from depression. I've struggled from confidence issues. I've struggled with my own insecurities that I still struggle with to this day. And I know everyone out there watching this, whether live, replay, or on the podcast, has dealt with some struggle in their own way in their life. Like straight up, everyone goes through shit, and it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to admit it. As that one fighter, he's been all over TikTok, all over the internet, Patty something. He just won a fight, and he teared up at the end, and he was speaking about the importance of men's mental health, and the reason why so many men take their own life is because they're taught, from a very young age, that expressing their emotions is not a strong thing for a man to do. And it's really sad, but I was really happy to hear him bring that to light in front of millions and millions of people and listeners after that fight. I forget his name. Some of you guys out there who maybe are fight fans might know who I'm talking about. But that really inspired me and encouraged me, guys, to maybe talk about that a little more. Talk about, the mindset, mentality, and emotional intelligence for men specifically, to talk about these things: anxiety, depression, insecurities, self-confidence issues. We all have them. And I think that it's up to us, guys, to be the leaders in really speaking about it and speaking that on the notion that it's okay to let our emotions out and to speak about how we feel. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for tuning in. Looks like Stephen had a comment here at the very end. It's okay to fail as long as you're consistent and never quit. Building our foundation takes consistency and repetition. Couldn't have said it better, my friend. Couldn't have said it better. Repetition, guys, is everything on a fitness journey. Until you build up, that consistency, you'll get that momentum, get that snowball effect. And after 60, 90, 120 days, guys, the rest is history. Because, once you can get enough time, energy, and stuff under your belt, you're going to be able to be super fucking successful on the journey you're on. So that's it. That's all. Much love, much respect. I'll see you guys Monday, 12 p.m. Peace. Let's go.